the camera on my laptop just was not great. So different format, it doesn't let me do it from the landscape. So we're doing the vertical from my phone. So we're gonna be cutting what I call Cosmic Mojito. This is a no-waste soap. It's with my natural soaps, and I've made this every time. So typically when I make my natural soaps, I save up all the bits and scraps, and then I use my extruder discs, and I make little planets and stars and moons and things like that. So this is a really fun one. I use, like I said, all those little bits, and this is a long loaf, but see all those pretty colors? That is, the black is the activate charcoal, and then the pink is rhubarb root and madder root, and then there's a little bit of the blue, and that's going to be indigo, and then some woad. And then all those soaps, those natural soaps that I've been making the last month, like I said, all those scrapings and bits are saved up and put into this. So it's going to be a really, really great soap. Now, one thing with this, I've changed it up a little bit. So the last time I made the no waste soap for the natural soaps, I did the Mojito Terrazzo, and that one I do have on my website. This one, I do like the kind of the cosmic pattern the best. It's really fun to have those planets and things in there. The thing with this one, because I did 3 of my batches as double batches, I had a lot more of that leftover soap. So it's going to be, I have a feeling it's going to be very busy inside. I'm not quite sure, but I end up with 3 trays of those extruded shapes, and that was a lot for the soap that I'm making right now. But let's go ahead, cut it open, and see how it turned out. So this is going to be, this is my 20 bar loaf that my husband made me. And let's cut it open, see how it goes. So all natural plant-based colors and clays in this, and then essential oils. I also have an artisan line where I do the fun designs. If you've been on my channel for a while, you can see what they look like. And I'll actually be doing 2 artisan soaps later this week for spring. So let's see how this turns out. I think it's going to be fun, but it's going to be busy. Yes, it's very busy. But lots, see all those planets and the moons. Yeah, you can see the soaps a lot better with my camera. You see all that? Isn't that fun? Every single bar is going to be a little bit different depending on the placement. And some of the colors, I went ahead and like combined some of the colors. That's a really good one. See the swirls of the indigo and the madder root up top? That's really pretty. And they smell absolutely amazing. The fragrance blend that I use with this is, I do some Litsea, lime, there's orange Valencia in there, that's a good one too. And then for the mint, I have a little tiny bit of spearmint, there's eucalyptus, there's peppermint, and spearmint, yes. And then you have the fragrances from the other ones, but they're little bitty, so you're not gonna smell those a whole lot. But I really like how those turned out. And like I said, I like to change it up every time I make it. You can probably look through my previous soaps and find, I think I called it Nature's Cosmos the last time I did this design. And that one, I did not do the swirls of the colors. I just did all activated charcoal, and it didn't have as much of the soap dough shapes in it either. So those turned out really cool. Now, one thing, I don't think I said this earlier, is I did have some of the extra, like a bowl full of, see, that's a really good one. See that moon? That's a really good moon. And the stars and little planets. The little specks everywhere, those are little bitty pieces of soap that is called Ciaglia method. So when you have little shavings and stuff, so maybe it's dried out and I can't shape them into soap dough or anything, those I went ahead and put them into the batter and then use my immersion blender and ground them up, so to speak. Oh, hi guys. I can see them. I usually can't see that, so sorry if I miss anything. So I use the immersion blender, and kind of gives it little asteroids, little stars in there too. So they turned out really good. Isn't that cool? So I'm really happy with how those turned out. Yeah, that's really good. Aren't those neat? So I'll have 30 of these. I'm hoping that I'll have everything available. I'm going to go ahead and bevel the edges with my veggie peeler, because that is so much faster than getting out my beveler. Actually, I can show you the one that I bought. So this is what, see those grooves? And it's got a super sharp razor, and you can turn them sideways and slide them along there, but it just takes a lot longer. This is so much faster. I do use this part, so if I have some like funky tops or I need to shave some stuff off, then I'll go ahead and use that for that. But the veggie peeler is so much easier to use than that. So really happy how that turned out. This is, like I said, this is the last of the natural soaps. I'm hoping to have them all up on my website once they're cured by the end of February, so to speak. And then I'll have the spring soaps ready in kind of March-ish. I got one of those done, but I'm going to be really working on getting these spring soaps ready to go. So I've got one more soap to cut with the naturals. I'll probably do that tomorrow. It's just a quick little batch, but that's it. So hope you guys are doing well. Take care, and we'll see you later. And I don't know how to turn it off on my phone. Oh, there we go. Take care, guys.